Iran is threatening to cut those, I think that that's a potential catalyst for things to escalate here in this conflict. Separate of that, if they are demanding cryptocurrency in order for ships to go through the strait, the way that the U.S. may react to that would be to sanction a network. I don't know what they are demanding for payment or proceeds to move through the strait, whether that's Bitcoin, whether it's Tether, but those would be the two most liquid cryptocurrencies. Tether is obviously a stable coin, so that's probably what they would want. But if they're going to do Bitcoin, I don't think the U.S. government would sanction Bitcoin's network, but I think they might sanction Tether. For many reasons. But if it was what terrorists or the sanctioned nations were using to circumvent SWIFT and be able to fund themselves, that's enough reason, I think, for the U.S. government to sanction that network. And then you've also got precedent that they've already set with Tornado Cash. So they've already done it. This wouldn't be, it would kind of be out of left field because they've never done it to a stable coin before, but all the other stable coins are trying to get compliant, whereas USAT is what Tether's launched for their, compliant US stable coin, and USDT, they're like, yeah, we'll get around to that. We're going to audit it. We're going to do some stuff. But when it's no longer needed to be able to back the treasury market, which is what I think the U.S. government's used it for since 2015, to soak up those treasuries being sold off by China and Russia as they de-risk from the dollar. We didn't have to print that money. We just had the largest buyback of any treasuries by our treasury, $15 billion worth. If we had to be buying the whole time, we would have already been in hyperinflation. We'd be in a bad spot. So I think they've used Tether as a proxy to be able to soak up those treasuries in the meantime. And then once they no longer need that, because we have domestic demand for treasuries for stablecoin issuance, I believe that they will just go ahead and let Tether do its thing.